Supremazia Aerial, the devastating defeat of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard in the Persian Gulf. Dear listeners, welcome to a new edition of Supremazia Aerial, the station that brings you the unvarnished truth about the air and sea power of the superpowers. Today, we take you to the boiling waters of the Persian Gulf, where a conflict erupted in early January 2026 that held the world in suspense. Imagine, under the scorching sun on crystal-clear water, a routine patrol escalates into one of the most devastating strikes against the Iranian Navy in history. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps of Iran, the IRGC, dared to make the fatal mistake of attacking a small American patrol boat, and triggered a chain of events that reduced their entire command structure in the Gulf to rubble and ash. This is the story of Operation Swift Guardian, a 52-minute inferno that demonstrated the superiority of the U.S. Navy in a dramatic fashion. The Persian Gulf, this vital artery of world trade through which a fifth of global oil flows, has been a powder keg for decades. Around 75 U.S. Navy ships patrol here constantly to ensure freedom of navigation and ward off Tehran's constant provocations. Usually, these are limited to aggressive maneuvers, threats over the radio, or dangerously close passes. But in early January 2026, Iran crossed a red line. They planned a brazen boarding attempt on an American ship to hijack top-secret equipment worth $300 million and take the crew hostage, a humiliation intended to be broadcast live on Iranian state television. Early on a morning in early January 2026, the USS Tempest, a Cyclone-class coastal patrol boat with a crew of only 28 and a length of just 52 meters, left the port of Jebel Ali in the United Arab Emirates. The mission: escort the civilian freighter Pacific Guardian through international waters to Bahrain. On board the freighter, high-value classified electronic reconnaissance equipment for the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet. The commander, Lieutenant Commander Marcus Chen, briefed his crew clearly and unequivocally. This is a sensitive cargo. Should Iranian forces intervene, we will defend it by all means. What Chen kept silent was explosive U.S. intelligence services had intercepted Iranian communications indicating planned provocations. The threat was real. Around noon, both ships crossed into open international waters. Iranian coastal radar stations tracked them intensely and radio traffic exploded. Intercepted messages from Bandar Abbas read, "American patrol boat, valuable cargo, boarding opportunity." Around 13:38 high-speed IRGC attack boats launched from their base in Bandar Abbas, fully armed with boarding parties on board ladders and grappling hooks ready. They raced at top speed directly onto the course of the USS Tempest. The Fifth Fleet headquarters in Bahrain alerted immediately. 8 Iranian speedboats approaching. Estimated arrival 30 minutes. Rules of engagement defensive. Fire only upon attack or boarding attempt. Chen ordered combat readiness 25mm chain gun and 50 caliber machine guns, Mk-19 grenade launchers, all manned. The Tempest was small but deadly, but 8 against 1. The Iranians expected easy prey. They did not suspect that they were making 5 catastrophic mistakes. First mistake: the Tempest immediately transmitted an encrypted emergency buoy, an automatic alarm to all U.S. ships in the Gulf. Second mistake: 2 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers USS Milius and USS Deo were lying just 18 nautical miles away and raced in at full steam. Third mistake: 4 MH-60R Huadai Seahawk helicopters armed with Hellfire missiles and Door machine guns were already in the air. Fourth mistake: the carrier strike group of the USS Ronald Reagan 60 nautical miles away launched 12 FA-18 Super Hornets with lightning speed. Fifth and most fatal mistake: below the deck of the civilian freighter Pacific Guardian hid 12 elite Navy SEALs, fully equipped for exactly this nightmare. Iran thought they were hijacking a helpless patrol boat. Instead, they woke a sleeping giant. Around 1347, the 8 Iranian boats surrounded the Tempest and the freighter in an aggressive formation. Engines roared, deafeningly armed crews were visible. The lead boat radioed arrogantly, "American ship. You are in Iranian waters. Illegal cargo. Stop your engines immediately. We will board and inspect." Chen countered coldly, "Negative. International waters. No authority. Keep your distance or we will open fire." The Iranians just laughed. 8 boats against a little ship. We are coming. They accelerated through grappling hooks, placed ladders. Chen gave the order. Warning shots. The Tempest's 25mm chain gun thundered. Volleys hit 50 meters in front of the bows. Tracer ammunition from the .50 calibers drew fiery lines across the water, but the Iranians ignored everything, raced on. U-13-49. The first Iranian boat docks on the port side. Hooks fly, 3 Revolutionary Guards climb the ladder. That was the line crossed. Rappel boarders opened fire at close range. American sailors opened fire with M4 carbines. 3 boarders hit fall back into the boat. A second boat approaches starboard. Another boarding attempt. Suddenly, the freighter Pacific Guardian springs to life. Hatches fly open 12. Navy SEALs storm out. Full combat gear, M4 carbines, sniper rifles, grenade launchers. They bellow over loudspeakers. "This is the U.S. Navy SEAL Team illegal boarding maneuver. Stop immediately or we will destroy you with deadly force." The Iranians didn't believe it, kept attacking. SEAL snipers opened precise fire. Helmsmen and engineers hit boats spin out of control. Chaos reigns. Small arms fire from both sides. SEALs eliminate targets with surgical precision. Tempest hammers with onboard weapons. The Americans are outnumbered, surrounded, but then the cavalry arrives. 13-52-4. MH-60R. Seahawk helicopters thunder in at 60 meters altitude. An American voice booms from loudspeakers. "Iranian boats. This is the U.S. Navy. Disengage immediately. You are being targeted by attack helicopters and incoming fighter jets. Retreat or destruction." The Iranians hesitate, look up. See door gunners with MG Hellfire missiles ready. The lead boat radioed defiantly. "We are the Revolutionary Guard. We have the right to board." Chen interrupts. "You fired on a U.S. ship and boarded. You are now hostile combatants. 5 seconds to retreat." The boats turn away. But then the final madness. An Iranian commander fires an RPG-7 at a helicopter. The rocket hisses just 15 meters past. That was it. Rules of engagement met. Iran shot first. All stations weapons free against enemy boats. 4 helicopters fire 8 AGM-114 Hellfire missiles simultaneously. Each hits a boat. Explosions shred 4 Iranian speedboats. Crews vaporize debris flies. The remaining 4 boats flee in panic toward the coast. Too late. The 13-54-12. FA-18. Super Hornets race in at Mach 1.2. Sonic boom echoes over the water. All flights weapons free. Sink them. 8 AGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missiles fired. Overkill for small boats, but the message must be absolute. 4 more explosions. Nothing remains but burning fuel and wreckage. 13-56. Just 9 minutes after the boarding attempt. All 8 Iranian boats destroyed. About 84 Revolutionary Guards dead. Tempest slightly damaged, 3 wounded, non-life-threatening. Freighter unharmed. Cargo safe. But the U.S. response was not yet over. 13-57. The 5th Fleet is not satisfied with mere defense. Admiral Michael Warner evaluates the footage illegal boarding shots at helicopters attack in international waters. That is piracy. He requests from CENTCOM authorization for follow-up strikes against IRGC command infrastructure. Answer within 90 seconds approved. Targets Bandar Abbas, base command centers, ammunition dumps, fuel depots, docks, radar stations, plus secondary bases on islands. 14 Orod, Milius, and Deo prepare. 90 Tomahawk cruise missiles ready, each 180 in total. 14 Ardo 3, 60 Tomahawks fired, Thunder over-the-water missiles race at 900 km/h toward the coast. 14:05, Super Hornets received new targets, sink all outgoing IRGC boats. 14:08, Iranian command in Bandar Abbas detects 60 incoming missiles. Panic air defense activated evacuation too late. 14:21, the volley hits synchronously. Command headquarters direct hit. Building collapses, sector commander and staff dead. Communication center destroyed. Ammunition depot chain explosion shockwave palpable up to 40 kilometers. Docks collapsed. 3 missile boats and 2 corvettes destroyed in dock. 7 patrol boats and other ships sunk in berths. Radar systems systematically wiped out. Barracks crushed. 300 dead there alone. Further attacks on island bases Abu Musa, Keshmlarak, all eliminated. By 14:39:43, Iranian ships destroyed 6 bases, wiped out command center, obliterated over 762 dead in the IRGC Navy. Iran dared to attack a small patrol boat and lost its entire sector fleet. Dear listeners, what do you think? Was this overwhelming response justified, or did America go too far? Tehran speaks of aggression, Washington of necessary defense. Call in or write to us. Your opinion counts. This was Operation Swift Guardian. 52 minutes of total destruction. A clear message: never attack a U.S. ship. Never shoot at U.S. helicopters. Never try to hijack U.S. cargo. For within minutes, your fleet is history. Your bases ruins your commanders dead. The supremacy of the U.S. Navy remains unchallenged. Never underestimate it again. This was Supremazia Aerial. Stay tuned. Next week, more about the air superiority that changes the world. Thank you for listening. What do you think of this demonstration of American power? Would you strike back just as hard in such a situation? Let us know. We read every message.